Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christina and today I'm going to be doing an eBay haul. I'd like to apologise in advance for my voice. I've got a bit of a cold, as everyone at my work seems to at the minute, so if I sound a bit croaky, that's probably why. So recently I've got a lot of stuff from eBay. I tend to go through phases where for like a week I'll just buy loads of stuff and then I won't buy anything on eBay for about 3 months and then it'll happen again. I went on there a couple of weeks ago to get a couple of bits for uni and ended up coming out with a lot of things that I probably don't need, but seemed really cute and really practical, and they weren't that expensive. Most of it, I think everything I've bought is under a tenner, so I didn't spend too much money on this, but there's quite a few bits, so I suppose it does sort of stack up. Oh, I have a message. Oh, somebody likes me. Sorry. So the first thing I bought was this heat-proof mat. It's just, I don't know what it is really, it's just sort of a rubbery material. It's blue. I think they did it in loads of different colours, like pink, yellow, green. So you just put it on your countertop and you put all your pots and pans and oven trays and stuff on it when they're hot, so it protects your surfaces. I think it was about £1.20, something like that. I'll link everything in the description below for all the things that are still on eBay anyway. But yeah, I only got one. I only ever really need to use one at a time, hopefully. So yeah, that'll come in handy. So the second thing I bought was this cute little, I suppose it looks like the bottom half of a chicken. It's the best thing I can say to describe it. It's just a little pale blue sort of metal shell thing. I use this to hold my beauty sponge, my, what's it called? My Real Techniques Miracle sponge for my foundation. So it just sits on the side and you can just sit your little sponge in there and it just keeps it off of surfaces and sort of protects it from you having to leave it somewhere and it falling off, or just it stops it from getting as dirty. Unfortunately it does get a little bit dirty itself if you don't wash it, but that's all part of it, I suppose. Now the next thing I bought was a Colourpop lipstick. I just burped. That was really attractive, Christina. Elegant. What was I saying? I thought I'd buy one from the UK, just the one, and get it sort of shipped straight to me, just so I could see if I liked the formula, if I liked the liquid lipstick, rather than spending a fortune on a Colourpop order from America, having to pay to get it shipped over, have to pay customs, stuff like that, and then not liking it and not liking the formula. So I got one on eBay. I believe this was actually £10.95, so quite a bit of a markup from what they sell them in America, but cheaper than a lot of sort of the British websites that they do sell them on. It is a genuine product. The sort of signage started to wear away. I held it in my hands for a couple of hours for some reason. I was at work and I had it in my hands for a couple of hours, so it sort of wore a lot of the labelling off. But yeah, I really like it. I got the colour Kapow, but something just to keep in mind when you are buying, it might just be this colour or just Colourpop in general. If you're really fair skin like me, they do come out quite a bit darker. So this I thought was going to be sort of like a medium sort of purpley colour, and it comes out like a really dark purple, which, don't get me wrong, I love it, but it's not what I expected. It looks very different on your lips than it does on the tube. But definitely a good buy. If you're not sure whether you'll like Colourpop, just maybe get one from eBay like I did, and if you love it then you can buy more, and if you don't then it is what it is. I'm lucky with the seller that I got it from. They did this thing where they sent swatches of all the other colours on a piece of paper if you email them and ask them for it. So I got this one, and then I got a piece of paper through with a swatch for another like 4 colours. That was really interesting to see what the actual colour looked like, which came in handy because then I ended up buying some of them from the Colourpop website when I did do my big order, so yeah. The next thing I ordered were these little things. I have quite a chunky neck, so some of the necklaces that I get given, they don't tend to fit my neck quite as well, or they're as long as I like. Like my dad got me a St. Peter's necklace and it was really short and it really barely got around my neck and it was a bit like a choker, and I didn't like that, so I got these. They're only 99p for a pack of 20. They're just sort of, let me see if I can get one out for you. They're just little extenders, so you clip the clip that's actually on your necklace onto the end there. It just sort of adds an extra inch and a half maybe to whatever necklace you're wearing, so might, you know. The next thing I got was a set of push pins. I think there's about 50 in here, 50 clear push pins, £1. I know that I'm going to have a pin board when I'm at uni, so I just got a pack of clear ones so I can just pin loads of stuff all over my walls, and I won't have to worry about whether the pins match the thing it's pinning because they're clear. It's a shame that they came in a bag because I've stabbed myself a couple of times on them, but For 99p you can't really expect much more than that, can you? So the next thing I bought is going to be a little bit more difficult to show you. It's sort of like a set of fairy lights. I think they go across about 4 meters. They've just got loads of little clips on them, so you can sort of hang them up and then connect pictures to them. You had the option of either going for battery powered or mains. I went for battery just in case Meanie said I couldn't have like power based fairy lights. Yes, they're just clear. I have to admit I did have to pick off a few sort of extra bits of plastic. I don't know if you can see. There's just like little bits of plastic on them that I had to sort of pick off to make it all look neat. But they were only, I think, £4.95 for 4 meters. So I don't mind doing that as long as they work, and they do work. So the next thing I bought were some books. I love books, but they're just so expensive, like £8 a book, and I can go through a book every day, every other day. So I tend to get secondhand books. I tend to get them like on Amazon where they do them, it's like 1 penny and then £2.80 postage. eBay do a similar thing. They're like £2.80 a book, something like that. Sometimes they're even cheaper actually than Amazon. So I bought these books here. They are The White Rose, The Jewel and Court of Thorns and Roses. I ordered them in very good condition. I don't necessarily need like new or excellent. I always get them in very good condition, and I have to admit pretty much every time I've ordered them from eBay they haven't just come through in very good condition, they're always excellent. They're pretty much new. Even if it isn't not the best condition, I don't mind. I think it kind of adds character to the book, and I like to think that somebody else has enjoyed it before I did. So the next thing I bought were bookmarks. I got 2 different ones. So I got this little guy. He's adorable. He's got little 3D feet. And you just sort of stick him in between the pages of the book and the feet pop out, so then you know where he is in the book. I really liked him, so I also bought these, let's get them out. These little guys, they've got bookmark written on it, and it's just like a little hand, so you can have it sticking from the top of the book or from the side of the book. This was a pack of 4, and I think they're about £1, but I think the blue guy was a little bit more. I think it was about £3.50, but he's a lot more sort of flexible and bendy, whereas these are sort of solid plastic, so it depends sort of what you prefer. I have a lot of books and tend to sort of have a lot of books on the go. I thought I needed a few, so I've got 4 of these and 1 of the guy, so it should sort of keep me going for a while unless I lose them, which is probably going to happen. So the next thing I couldn't resist buying was this. I am obsessed with Grey's Anatomy. It is easily my favourite show ever. So I found this on eBay. It was in brand new condition, and I think it was £8.95 for series 12, so I couldn't resist buying it. I also bought a little pride flag pin. We have to wear lanyards at work with our swipe cards on, and I just felt like mine was really boring and really plain. So I thought I'd get this little guy just to pin on it, give it a bit more colour, and I don't know, I just like having something sort of pride related on me, you know? It just pins on straight through. It's not straight, ironically, but yeah, I just think it's really cute. It was, I don't know, £1.50. Again, I'll leave a link to it in the Dropbox if I can find it. The next thing I bought was this little guy. It's called Just the Ticket. It's just a little book, and you can store all tickets from past events in there. I've actually just filled it up today, so I ordered it. I think it came from America, so it did take a couple of weeks, but I think it was about £15 on Amazon and £8.95 on eBay if I didn't mind waiting 2 weeks for it to come from America, so I didn't mind too much. These are my most sort of recent tickets. So these ones are my Ed Sheeran ticket when I went to go see him in Nottingham, and my Mamma Mia tickets. I went to go see Mamma Mia and Rent in a week. It was a brilliant week. I just thought it was really cute, and I'm quite sort of sentimental, and I've always kept my tickets for everything. So everything in here includes sort of like tickets from when I went to go see plays when I was like 13 with my school. So rather than just keeping them in a memory box, I thought I'd put them in like a little book so I can just pull it out when I want to see and when I want to remember what I've done. Yeah. Sentimental. Final thing that I've bought is probably my favourite thing. I have started buying a lot of Harry Potter related things lately, and I am so excited to be going to Primark later in the week. I'm going to go sort of explore the new Harry Potter collection. I'll probably buy a few bits of that and might show you guys that as well. From eBay I got these cute little things. They are makeup brushes, 5 wand related makeup brushes. I'll get them out actually So these makeup brushes come in this little blue pouch, which I think is just a nice little touch considering I think I paid £3.99 for them. So you've got 5 different ones there, different types of brushes on them. So you've got a pointed brush for the crease, you've got an angled blending brush, you've got a standard sort of fluffy blending brush, you've got your standard sort of shadow brush to sort of pack on the product, and you've also got your standard angled brush for eyebrows and under eye. The brushes are good, they're not the best, but they are good. The handles are really good quality, like they're weighted and they're metal, so they're good quality. The fluffy blending brush is probably the best one out of the lot. The angled blending brush is also really good. The pointed sort of crease brush I'd say is a bit dense for my liking, but it does the job. And the packing brush isn't that great. And the standard angle brush is okay. I don't know if you can see, but mine's not sort of straight. You can tell that they've just sort of glued it on, but it does the job. Again, £3.99, I can't really complain about it, you know. They're £3.99 brushes and they don't feel like £3.99 brushes. With what they weigh, you think they cost a little bit more than that. So that is everything for this eBay haul, guys. I know that it's very varied and it's not sort of all in the same sort of region, so sorry about that, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway. Again, I will leave all the links for the items in the description box below. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up or maybe even subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. I'll speak to you soon, guys. Goodbye.